Our guest today is a well-known, self-made, highly seasoned, skilled chef by the name of Mr. Chef Selwyn Richards. Who is Chef Selwyn? Do you have like emotional cooking sessions where maybe, you have a challenging day and you just go home, put on some music and just whip something up quickly? Or how does that work?
I love cooking, first and
Hmm.
foremost. But I think cooking for me is seeing you happy when you enjoy the meal and it transcends all
Hmm.
of that stuff and it puts you in a good place, a good vibe. So
Yes.
I don't necessarily cook the same way for myself all the time. I don't just run home. Car cooking is my job.
Hmm.
You know? That's what I do. And I don't necessarily want to be doing it 24/7.
Yeah,
But in saying that, I
absolutely.
can do it anytime, right? And how I
Hmm.
feel. And I mean, sometimes you get into the vibe based on you want to appreciate yourself.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like even that you need to cook for anybody else. You're cooking for you, but you want
Hmm.
to make sure you go through the same steps. You
Yeah.
grab a glass of wine. Your food is in good china and cutlery, and
Hmm.
and you feel this is me. I'm treating me or whatever it is.
Yes. And you
So
and you feel all right, like
you
Bob.
feel all right,
Yeah.
so you don't necessarily have to be doing it for anybody else, right?
Mhm.
But loving you or learning to love you make you a better lover for everybody else.
What can you say that would be something that could attest to that success for you to become the front line, like for the go-to person? Like, what could you say?
I would say, believe in yourself and also believe in your product. Don't try to treat people, be credible. Like, I
Hmm.
mean, I say, well, every time we step out there, we want to exceed your expectations.
Hmm.
I don't want to take anything away from you. I'd
Yeah.
rather give you a bit more because every little more that you get, it's, and people would say, like, you come to our events and we have takeout container. And it's like, why do you have so much food? Or why don't you do this or that? But
Hmm.
imagine you bring a container home to somebody that never tried our
What
food.
was that?
You have just advertised me to somebody else that is
Hmm.
now saying, well, you know what? I can't wait to try this. I
Yeah.
can't wait to
Smart.
have an event for myself or whatever it is.
Hmm.
Because you look at McDonald's, why do they still advertise? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows about McDonald's, whether you go there or not or whatever it is. But it's the presence of mind, you know.
Yeah.
So we as black people approach business differently, right?
Scarcity mindset.
Right. And then we think that no, you can't give that, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. Only do so much, or whatever. But you don't understand that by doing that, you're retarding your own progress.
Hmm.
It's like if I think that everything that I do, I have to touch it. And I mean, you used to think that, but how do you grow?
Yeah.
So you got to learn to train people and duplicate yourself. Don't worry
That's
about
huge.
who's gonna rob you. You know what I mean? Because even if you're there all the time, they're still gonna rob you, buddy. You know,
Hmm.
you
Not
can't
only that, you're
prevent it.
robbing yourself too
Right.
from
You understand
your
what I mean?
leisure time and your peace of
Exactly.
mind.
So
And
so that whatever they're gonna rob you, why don't you then chalk it up into a percentage of wastage or whatever column you want to put that in, promo, whatever that is,
yeah.
because now you get it, because they will help pushing you forward. By yourself, you get nowhere.
What did you learn about yourself during that process of the chaos and you coming up with that plan to streamline? What did you learn about yourself during that timeline?
Well, I tend to think that I'm a spiritual guy as well. And,
Hmm.
when you pray and you trust God, whatever He
Hmm.
brought you to is because He has a plan,
Hmm.
right? He has
Amen
a
to that.
plan, and sometimes we don't want to hear the plan. Our his plan might not be good enough. But again, if you quiet yourself and recognize that He's the one that brought you into it, you know.
Yeah.
He's not throwing you in the water unless there's a little old dinghy standing by or a rope or something. If
Hmm.
you're not able to swim, right? So look around for the opportunity. And I think that's what I did, was give myself a chance to say,
Yep.
well, can I do this my way and follow the plan that he has?
0% lucky, 100% blessed. And I guess that goes coincide to what you just said a while ago. But why did that statement resonate with you so much? Talk to us about that. 0% lucky, 100% blessed.
Well, because I mean, if you walk in the path and you know that you're blessed, you're
Hmm.
telling yourself you're blessed because you're not alone, right?
Hmm.
There's somebody with you,
Yep.
guiding you, protecting you, directing you, inspiring you, carrying you even, or whatever it is.
Hmm.
So if you're thinking along that line, then it's not luck, right? Because you're not hoping for it. You you're on the journey, this journey that blessed it, So it's gonna be
Yep.
bump, and sometimes you probably have to run like hell, jump high as you can, fall down and get knocked down or whatever it is.
Hmm.
But before all of that, you probably get the warning that, hey, buddy, get ready to jump.
Yep.
So I believe I'm not alone, never alone. God is always with me. I trust Him. I start my day that way. You know, I pray because I think if you believe that there's something bigger than us, then you're part of a divine plan, right?
Hmm.
A God plan. And we
Yep.
just have to be grateful. And people will say to me, but you do all of these things and you're humble. I'm humble because it's not about me. Anytime I start making it about me, there won't be no more,
No more blessings. Hmm.
you know. But as long as I embrace it and understand that what He's blessed me to do is a gift that I
Yes.
need to nurture, cherish, embrace fully, right? And carry not alone, but He will always send me the help that I need to carry. So blessed,
Amen.
100% blessed, brother. Not about
Hmm.
luck.
What's the best piece of advice that you received from another chef when you were starting your journey?
I think the advice was like, trust your gut.
Hmm.
Trust
Hmm.
your gut and believe in yourself. Because like sometimes people, they don't necessarily do it because of any ulterior motive or whatever it is. But like you're
Hmm.
the new kid on the block. And sometimes when you show up, other kids are gonna test you, right? You know,
Absolutely.
where you come from, like what's your skill set, what you belong here or whatever it is. They want
Yeah.
you to prove to them that you're one of them, right?
Yeah.
And so if you run and hide in the corner, then clearly you're not one of them,
Then you're not.
you
Hmm.
know. So, but if you take on the challenges, whatever it is, and prove to them that yes, you belong, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Just prove to everybody that you belong at the table. Doesn't
That's
matter
huge.
what. Just prove that you belong at the table. And once you can
Yeah.
do that, that confidence that come out of you surrounds you. You know what I mean? And it
Hmm.
embraces everybody else. And
It's like an armor.
they have no choice but to
Hmm.
embrace you back. You know.
Yeah.
So
But you
forget
have
about this
to.
black and white stuff and all this type of stuff. You're in the
Hmm.
room because you belong in the
Yeah.
room, right? And once you know that you belong in the room, you change the conversation.
I like that. I like that. So, face it forward, right? And see that you are who you want to become before you are, right?
Yeah.
There. Where's the most favorite place in your home? Where is your most favorite place in your home?
I have a home office and I like that very much.
Hmm.
It's feel like my space.
Nice.
My little space, you know what I mean? So you get there and you go to think and just relax, be inspired, you know,
Hmm.
and feel like you're in this cocoon,
Yeah.
where
There you go. Where ideas can blossom
right
into butterflies there, right?
there you
Hmm.
are.